Ayo, it's Brian here. Today, we'll be talking about the San Francisco 49ers, as always, doing another top 3 video. This time talking about Super Bowl 54. Last week, I talked about reasons why they are Super Bowl contenders. Now, I have to flip the script, talk about reasons stopping the 49ers from making Super Bowl 54. Should be an interesting time. Last year, I did one for Super Bowl 53, 2 videos just like this. Now, I'm doing it for 54. The 49ers, they have a lot of good things happening for them this offseason, but there's still a lot of questions, a lot of concerns for this team coming into the 2019 season, so I'm going to be listing reasons why the 49ers might be stopped from making Super Bowl 54, and yeah, should be a fun time. Anyways, before I get the video started, hope you guys had a great Father's Day weekend. If you're a father, if you're a child of a father, hope you guys took your dad somewhere great or gave him nice presents or whatever. For me personally, I did pretty much everything with my dad on Monday because the weekend is very crowded. Saturday, Sunday, whatever you want to call it. I'm just not a big weekend guy. I'd rather just stay home all day weekend and relax and then just go out on the weekday, because the weekday, for the most part, everyone's working. You can pretty much do whatever you want. The roads are not too congested or anything like that. That's just me personally. I don't know what you guys feel, if you guys like going out on the weekend, but for me personally, I like going out on the weekday. There you have it right there. Anyways, gonna get the video started. Before I do, please like and subscribe to support my channel. That would definitely help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this channel, share this video with fellow Niner faithfuls. Let's get this started. The top 3 reasons stopping the 49ers from making Super Bowl 54. Number 3, the schedule. This sounds weird, but I think the 49ers this year, they have one of the toughest schedules in the NFL, in my opinion. As we all know, we have the NFC West twice a year. We got some tough opponents like the Steelers, potentially Cleveland. I don't know which Cleveland team's going to show up. Is it going to be the one that was at the end of last year, or the one with the Hugh Jackson era Browns from early last year? There's a lot of questions within that. Some other tough opponents, I would say, are the Atlanta Falcons. They're kind of a sleeper team, in my opinion. The New Orleans Saints, the Baltimore Ravens. Although Lamar Jackson isn't the best passing quarterback, they still have a pretty decent defense, even after some of the departures from free agency like Terrell Suggs. The Panthers, they're a pretty tough team. They got my boy Brian Burns, defensive end, upgrading that defense along with Luke Kuechly and company right there. For me, this is a pretty, I don't know what you want to call it, but I think it's a pretty tough schedule, in my opinion. I'm going to keep it like that. We have some easy opponents, I guess you want to call it. I mean, I made a video like this last week. The Arizona Cardinals, maybe Cincinnati. I don't know how Cincinnati's going to be performing this year with Zach Taylor as their head coach. There's not really a lot of quote-unquote easy opponents for the 49ers this year. Mostly tough opponents on paper. Maybe during the season it's going to be easy, but for right now, this offseason, today, I think it's a pretty tough schedule, and we'll see what happens come the regular season. Tough schedule, in my opinion. 49ers, can they handle it? I hope they can. We don't have a lot of primetime games as much this year, so the spotlight won't be on them too much. We'll see what happens when this regular season starts. Hopefully they can get as many wins as possible against these tough opponents. I can't wait to see what happens. Number 2, the defensive backfield. Last week I talked about the defensive line being the reason why we can make the Super Bowl this year in 2019-2020. This time I have to go to the other side, the backfield. I don't know, can it be a big improvement from last year? I think so personally, but there's still a lot of lingering questions, a lot of lingering concerns about this whole backfield. I mean, the only guy that's pretty much good that I know that can be great is Richard Sherman this offseason right now, but everyone else is a question mark. Ahkello Witherspoon, Adrian Colbert, I don't know if they're going to be the great players that they were in 2017. Jason Verrett, is he going to be completely healed up from his Achilles injury? That's a very serious injury right there. You saw Kevin Durant rupture his Achilles in the NBA Finals. Ooh, did not look good, and he's pretty much out for the rest of the season this year, so best of luck to him recovering from that. But anyways, going back to football, just a lot of changes for this defensive backfield this year. We're going to have to see come week 1 if it's going to be a big improvement. We got to definitely step up to 2 interceptions from last year as a team. If you're only going to get 2 interceptions as a team for the whole backfield, then you're not making the Super Bowl. You're not even making the playoffs in the first place. They really need to do a lot of things. I think Joe Woods is going to do an amazing job for the 49ers this year as a defensive backs coach. We had some nice changes as well. As I mentioned, Jason Verrett, if he can come healthy for the 49ers this year, then I believe he will be a great quarterback opposite to Richard Sherman. Witherspoon, he can be encouraged by the competition of Verrett coming to this team, so maybe he'll get some motivation to do extra well for the 49ers. Also, Tavarius Moore, he's going to be in his natural safety position. Last year he was a cornerback. Now he's going to be a safety. That's probably why they didn't draft the safety anywhere from free agency to the draft. Maybe they believe in him. Hopefully it goes out well. He did pretty good in college. He was drafted in the 3rd round 2 years ago by the 49ers, or a year or two. I don't remember exactly, but it was a while back for him. Defensive backfield, on paper, it looks okay. Hopefully they're not the 2018 version of themselves. Hopefully they're the 2019, the new and improved. It doesn't look the best right now, just because of the fact they have a lot of things they still need to sort it out. For the most part, I think they can do really well for 2019. Coming in at number one as the biggest reason why the 49ers might not make Super Bowl 54 this year in 2019-2020 is injuries. Yes, I think we all know last year in 2018, we were just decimated by injuries. It was a bad year for everyone. Everyone was hurting like crazy. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. Hopefully the new conditioning program for the 49ers coming into this year, it's going to be a lot better. I don't know, maybe people are getting knick-knacked already during OTAs and minicamp. That's not a really good sign, but hopefully in training camp, everything can go well. Everyone can practice healthy, come into week one healthy. There's a lot of variables that you have to go into for injuries. That's the thing that you can't control in sports. Oh gosh, it's just terrible. I could go through a list right now of people who got injured last year, who got hurt very early on or very later on. I'm not going to do that. I was going to at first, but nah, I'm not going to do that. I think you guys know what the injuries were last year in 2018. If the 49ers can stay healthy, if everyone can play all 16 games as much as possible, not, tear their ACLs or Achilles or anything like that, then I believe the 49ers, they're going to be a very, very good team. But if the injuries are going to pile up, if they're going to be like what it was last year, then we're definitely not going to be making the Super Bowl this year or even the playoffs in the first place. They really got to take care of their bodies. They got to practice as much as they can. I'd rather practice a lot more than practice none at all because you want to get used to getting hit a little bit. That's what I liked about the NFL back in the day was that they were able to practice a lot more so they can be a little bit more healthier so they can be used to getting hit on game day. But now practice is so hard because of the fact you can't really tackle anyone. I mean, you only have until training camp to really hit people during practice because OTAs, minicamp, you can't really do that. There's a lot of restrictions with the collective bargaining agreement. And I hope they do make some changes within that for the practice field or whatever because, oh man, it's not really good with no practices. But anyways, injuries, if they can control it this year, I think it's going to be really well. If they cannot, if it's like 2018, 2017, then it's going to be a terrible year for the 49ers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You guys wanted to talk about this real quick, Super Bowl 54. I know that's a really long goal for the 49ers, especially the fact where they're at right now. But, it's football. Anything can happen. If the 49ers can overcome these obstacles that I mentioned, then I believe they could be playoff contenders and Super Bowl contenders. That's it, guys. Please let me know what your reasons why the 49ers might not make the Super Bowl this year. What is stopping them from making the playoffs, making a big playoff run? Please, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe to support my channel. That would definitely help me out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up tomorrow on a Wednesday. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Go Niners all day.